Hello, and welcome to Nutrition 101 Weight Management. My name is Tina, and I'm one of your Stop and Shop Nutrition Partners registered dietitians. Today, I will share tips and strategies for making realistic lifestyle changes that can help with weight loss and weight management. Information presented is for educational purposes only and should not replace the advice of your medical care providers. First, let's start by talking about what realistic and sustainable weight loss looks like. Sustainable meaning something you can maintain for a long period of time. Many trendy diets you see in the news and the media will promote a large amount of weight loss very quickly, but oftentimes those diets are not sustainable in the long run. And it might not be a pattern that works for you for years to come. Today, we're here to talk about general nutrition for weight loss and how to incorporate all food groups for overall health. Losing 1 to 2 pounds per week is a realistic, achievable target for many people. But please know that weight loss goals and timeframes should be individualized. So consult with your medical provider to set a specific goal to you. If you're managing any chronic conditions, a modest weight loss somewhere between 5 and 10% can really help improve your markers of health. So you don't need to focus on losing drastic amounts of weight to start to see some of those health benefits. And please remember, the most successful weight loss plans are a combination of diet, exercise, and behavior change. Now let's talk about exercise. Exercise can help with your initial weight loss as you start to build healthy habits. And it really comes into play when helping to maintain weight loss. So it's important to keep exercise as part of your routine as you continue to lose weight. Aside from aiding with weight loss, exercise is so important for promoting overall health. The general physical activity recommendations are to get 150 minutes per week of aerobic activity and muscle strengthening activities on at least 2 days per week. For the moderate intensity aerobic activity goal, any activity that gets your heart rate up to a point where you're breathing hard but can still have a conversation easily counts. This is great news for anyone who isn't a fan of more traditional forms of exercise like running or biking, because there are so many different activities that count towards this goal. For example, things like dancing, playing pickleball, boxing, rowing, or Pilates are all fun ways to get your body moving. So find something you love and that works for you and stick with it. Now we'll turn to eating habits. What you put on your plate and have in your kitchen is influential when starting your weight loss journey. When eating for weight loss, the key for long-term success is finding ways that you can eat for years to come. Eating well shouldn't be torture or shouldn't feel like you're depriving yourself. You should enjoy the changes you're making and what you're adding to your plate. And the focus should be on building an overall healthy eating pattern, not just one food or one type of food. It really is the bigger picture of your daily choices of what you put on your plate. One tool to help you build a healthy eating pattern is MyPlate. It is a framework made of nutrient-rich foods that are recommended to support general health and well-being. By using MyPlate as a guide, you have a built-in tool to help you stick to your goals. By having half of your food choices each day be dedicated to fruits and vegetables, by striving to have whole grains and choosing lean proteins and low-fat dairy, you will be setting yourself up for success for a sustainable and balanced eating pattern. So aim to have 3 to 4 food groups at each meal. When eating for weight loss, you don't have to cut out your favorite foods entirely. And you don't need to only eat bland chicken and broccoli. Making small changes to your plate can add up and have a big impact. Start with taking some of your typical weekly meals and think about ways to shift them to look more like the MyPlate framework. For example, if taco night is a staple in your household, try swapping out the white flour tortilla for a whole grain option, or go for a taco salad with a leafy green base. Use a lean protein such as ground chicken, turkey, or shrimp. Toss in some beans such as pinto or black beans for a filling fiber boost. Load up on veggies. like sauteed peppers and onions, and add on fresh tomato salsa. Guacamole will add on healthy fats. Just be mindful of the portion. If you like sour cream, go for a dollop of plain Greek for creaminess with less saturated fat. You could even mix it with some lime juice and cilantro for a fresh lime crema. On pasta night, swap out plain pasta for a whole wheat or legume-based pasta option. The high fiber content in these options can help you feel fuller for longer. Serve a smaller portion of pasta and add in some lean protein for staying power, like making some homemade meatballs or a meat sauce with ground turkey or chicken. Use a tomato-based sauce over cream-based sauce to cut back on saturated fat and calories. Don't forget to add the veggies. Diced sauteed veggies such as eggplant, pepper, onion, and zucchini make a great addition to pasta sauce. Or saute some greens such as spinach or broccoli. On those nights where you're craving pizza, enjoy 1 to 2 slices. Go for a veggie pizza over pepperoni and add a side salad or sauteed veggies and fill up your plate with those things to start. You can also skip the pizza shop and make your own homemade pizza from home. Start with a whole wheat pizza dough or even a whole wheat pita for an added filling fiber boost. Use a low sodium tomato sauce and load up on the veggies. Arugula makes a tasty pizza topping, so sprinkle some on top for some added veggies. As we said earlier, eating well shouldn't feel like torture, and there are ways to incorporate all foods into a balanced lifestyle. We hope these simple swaps show you that you don't have to overhaul your diet overnight. Just start with small changes to your current habits. Now I'll share a couple of tips to keep top of mind to help support your goals. First, let's talk about whole versus processed foods. Processed foods are stripped of some of their nutritional value and often have more sodium, added sugar, and saturated fats. This is a good visual example of the spectrum of whole to more processed foods. Whole foods such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and beans are higher in fiber, vitamins, and minerals. As those whole foods are processed into other foods, they lose some of their inherent nutritional value, and less nutritious ingredients may be added along the way. When possible, choose the whole foods form of a food when making a meal or snack. Next, let's talk about portion sizes. Just to clarify, portion and serving sizes are both quantities of food, but they refer to two different things. Serving size is the amount of food listed on the nutrition facts label. This is actually not a recommendation of how much you should eat, but instead is the amount of that item that people typically consume in one sitting. The portion is how much food you decide to eat for a meal or snack. Knowing that our portions can differ from the listed serving size, and that the nutrition information for a food is based off of its listed serving size, it can be very helpful to understand roughly what an average serving of food looks like so you can gauge the calories and nutrients in that portion. Rather than using measuring cups and spoons, your hand can also be a good guide. As you see here, these hand measurements are roughly equal to the measured amount listed. Here are a few tips to help keep balanced portions in mind. Eat slowly. It takes about 20 minutes for your body to tell your brain that you are full. By slowing down, we allow our body the time to recognize its innate hunger and fullness cues. This way we can stop eating when we are comfortably full and avoid overeating by eating too fast. Another tip is to notice your dishware. Oversized plates and bowls might cause you to add more to your plate. We tend to eat with our eyes first, so we may load up an oversized plate with more food to make it look full, but that might wind up being more food than we actually need. Instead, use smaller sized plates and bowls that are about 9 inches. This way your plate will look full, but with a more reasonable portion size of food. Our last tip would be to not skip meals, or feel like you need to cut back to make up for something you overdid yesterday. When we skip meals, we are depriving our bodies of the energy that it needs. And after we skip meals, there will eventually come a point where we eat and we may overdo it with portion sizes because we've been so hungry and our bodies have been calling out for energy. So be sure to eat regular, balanced meals to help with managing portion sizes. One thing that can help with not getting too hungry is having sensible snacks available when you need them. It's a good idea to have a combination of fiber-rich carbohydrates plus protein and even healthy fats. This combination of nutrients will help you feel full and satisfied, so you won't feel the need to keep reaching for more. Here are some savory snack ideas. Two quick grabbing options would be edamame or roasted chickpeas. Some quick to assemble options would be whole wheat crackers and tuna, or even hard-boiled eggs and bell pepper strips or cherry tomatoes. If you're more of a sweet snacker, try making your own homemade trail mix with whole grain cereal, nuts, and dried fruit. Peanut butter stuffed dates. Fruit is a good fiber option, but on its own, it doesn't have much protein or healthy fats. Pair it up with your favorite proteins like a handful of nuts, a hard-boiled egg, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, or smear of nut butter for a more balanced snack. In addition to the ideas we've shared, I want to share a helpful tool you can use to make nutritious choices when grocery shopping and meal planning. Guiding Stars is a helpful tool you can find in the aisles or while shopping online. Guiding Stars can help you quickly find foods with the most nutritional value. Products are assigned 1, 2, or 3 stars based on the nutritional content. A higher rating means the item has more helpful nutrients overall and less of those to avoid. Items with more stars will have more vitamins, minerals, fibers, whole grains, and omega-3s. And they'll also have less saturated fat, trans fat, added sodium, added sugars, and artificial sweeteners. I hope you leave here today with tips to set yourself up for success when starting out on your weight loss journey. Thanks for watching and feel free to reach out to us with any questions. Take care.